right, welcome back, Smoke and Mirrors. This is Rob, Dave, and Triz, and we are the Brown Boy Cinephiles, BBC in your eyes. This is episode 23, so we're back on our Jordan shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the last dance.
It's not the flu game either.
Flu game? 23. What do you mean?
Remember the flu game? Where we ate the fucking pizza?
Ah, yeah.
And he ordered the pizza and he told everybody in the room that they couldn't have any pizza. And he ate that whole pizza to himself.
He played the shit out of that game, though.
Yeah, he won.
Fuck. We are back on our bullshit, episode 23.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Googles. How you doing out there, fellas?
Good. Yeah. Still sick, but good.
Sick there?
The sickest, mate.
Fucking sick, mate.
I'm doing well. Doing real well. Got a bunch of news this week there.
We do.
And we are going to give it to you. So, in streaming news, we have a Disney investor by the name of Dan Loeb. He's really, really pushing Disney, probably backing up Bob Chapek, to drop Black Widow and other big blockbuster titles on Disney Plus. So he's really pushing, along with third-party capital, really pushing Disney Plus to be the home for their big blockbuster premieres.
Yeah, which is, I mean, considering what we're going through right now, like it makes sense.
I know. He should be.
You've got millions.
This would be the ultimate investment in the future.
Got billions of people at home now.
This is chess moves.
Yeah. Not checkers.
Yeah. Exactly. This is the moves that they should be making.
I know.
Yeah. Exactly right.
This is money moves right now.
Yeah. Seeing when you introduce all these streaming services, you can have all the discounts via your ISPs as well, like Telstra with movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get more eyes on your service.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Loeb kicking down that door. Chapek getting it.
Please. Yeah. They just need to do this. So someone needs to come through and just say, fuck it, pull the trigger. Release it. Release it right now.
Mm-hmm. As we'll talk about later on, like, I think it's better they do this than they have what WB had on their hands.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Disney Plus is also updating the racism labels.
Yeah.
What did them shit say?
So that Disney said, I got the exact quote right here. It was, these stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. Rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together. Disney is committed to creating stories with inspirational and aspirational themes that reflect the rich diversity of the human experience around the globe.
All right. So what, like, don't they have a new label? Or is that the new label?
That is the new label.
All right.
So that's going to open up on every movie, like,
where they had the wild problematic shit on there?
Yeah.
Like that'll show at the start of Lady and the Tramp because of the Siamese cats, which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
The crows in Dumbo.
Yeah. Song of the South on there?
No, Song of the South is an actual movie.
I know, but Song of the South.
No, they said they never released that movie.
Disney locking that shit up in the vault.
Fucked up with that one. Yeah, and also the Native Americans in Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Fucking wild too.
Yeah.
Do you wish they would just take the content off Disney Plus?
No, I think the content should stay. I think them putting in, like, you know,
the acknowledgement,
like we know. Yeah, but this shit is like 80 years old. Some of it,
big time.
Yeah.
There's
it would be a sign of weakness to remove it. And by saying that, I mean, like, they'd be trying to run away from the issue rather than confront it and be better.
Yeah. I don't mind if it's a sign of weakness. I think organizations and big studios should sort of be able to kind of say, we fucked up.
Yeah.
This is like, you know, what it was back then. We're not about that now.
Yeah.
And that's what Disney's doing. Does Disney Dave like them shits?
I do like that because they left choice in the consumer's hands, so us.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yeah, these movies have been made. They've been out for 50 years.
Yeah.
We as consumers actually make the choice to watch the movie.
Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
get fucking angry because of something 50 fucking years ago, like that's our fucking fault. We chose to watch that fucking movie. It's not a brand new fucking movie.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very true.
It's very similar to what video games do, where they choose to include or take away the mature content. Modern Warfare 2, for example, with no Russian.
Gears of
Mm.
War. Gears of War, you can play.
You're really trying to turn this
Vanilla.
into the gaming podcast, aren't you?
Fucking nearly fell over.
Fucking get sent.
Just put that in slow-mo. Yeah.
Just put sounds of silence in the background.
This would be the shortest pod we ever had. Danny Ramirez is joining the Winter Soldier in an
Yeah.
undisclosed yet pivotal role.
Ramirez.
I don't think I'm sort of knowledgeable in the comics. I don't know what character
Yeah.
he could be playing.
Yep.
But Derek Kolstad, who's kind of getting like a writing credit in the writers' room for the show.
For Winter Soldier. And
Said that side characters from the early Marvel days could move into this.
Yeah.
So we could see maybe like some people from the Hulk movies and stuff like that.
Not like Ross and all that.
We already get Ross,
Yeah.
but like the other guys,
I'm thinking more,
Betty.
I'm thinking more of them bringing in the Red Skull and that as villains. Somehow bringing him back. Maybe Cap brought him back. Or
That'd be
he's
sick.
stowed away with Cap somehow.
Mm.
Yeah. When he came through the portal.
I mean, what's his Zemo's coming back?
Mm-hmm.
So
Zemo's-
maybe that also opens up the door for Red Skull.
Zemo was the best villain they've had so far.
What if
so-
Cap did something with Red Skull when he returned the stones?
What if, with the Soul Stone going, what if you just, I'm back.
Well, I'm thinking if we're going down the route of say Cap doing something, and he is an accomplished scientist as well. He was the only person to work with Erskine to make the serum.
Yeah.
Is that how what's his face gets his powers? Falcon. Because you see him throw that shield at a tree and it
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just practicing.
but for him to actually throw that shit, like we saw Favreau try to throw as Happy the shield and it didn't happen.
How
So-
does he do it? I'm thinking like Yen Sid from Iron Man 1 could come back.
Oh, yeah, but didn't he die?
Yeah, he's dead.
There's a chance.
Maybe I mean we could get glimpses of what's his face, the Mandarin as well.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Oh, if Rock came back, that'd be
Fire.
fucking mad.
Or Justin Hammer.
I hope Rockwell is back,
Just bring Hammer back, and he's got like his crew of guys now.
Yeah.
He's figured out his fucking since Tony's left. He's figured out his tech and
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
It's actually formidable.
Yeah.
but still like incompetent.
he's supposed to be. In the comic, he comes back as like an actual full-on supervillain.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hammer Tech don't play.
What else is coming back from Disney's or from Fox's vault there?
Yeah, we got Jon Chu to helm the Willow series for Disney Plus.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So Warwick Davis is coming back, Ron Howard's coming back, producing capacity.
The Goiter's not back though.
No.
Yeah. I don't
Fuck
know.
him.
I don't know if Lucas like not having Lucas there, it's gonna have that same magic.
I ain't talking about Lucas.
The Goiter.
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Different Goiter.
Different.
Fuck. Double Goiter on the same
It's
set.
Goiter the
Fuck.
second. But yeah, I honestly think that what's his face should be involved in this.
Kilmer.
No, the Lucas.
Lucas should be, 100%.
You should be there.
He should be a creative consultant.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's weird that they chose Jon Chu.
Well, he did that other movie on the internet, didn't he?
Dark Web.
Yeah.
I don't know. He also did Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
But like it's weird. Like he wasn't ramping up. He hadn't done any fantasy films and stuff like that. But I'm interested to see what they do with the Willow story, because there were books and stuff that kind of connected the universe and followed the character afterwards.
Yep.
So I wonder if they're going to keep that canon and then move it forward, or what they're going to do. So this shit's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I always thought that Willow and Legend like lived in that same world.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Boy.
That would be cool if the devil just stepped out like that. That was the scariest shit that I ever seen back in the day.
Yeah.
It was Tim Curry once again.
Killing it.
I know.
As the villain in makeup.
Yep. It was scary. But amongst scares, what else we got there?
We also had a production halt on The Harder They Fall. Damn. Which sucks, because I really wanted to see this movie.
Sounds
Idris
fucking fire.
Elba, Jonathan Majors, Boaz Yakin directing. Shits was going to be fire, man.
Shaping up, man.
Yeah.
That cast was unbelievable.
So it's they don't know who actually got sick. Could have been part of the production crew or the cast, the director, who knows. But they've stopped filming because of it. So hopefully everyone's all right.
Yeah.
Like it gets better.
We'll see in 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fingers crossed we see a return.
But who won't return, possibly?
And what won't return?
So David Fincher was talking about season 3 of Mindhunter. Essentially, he's having a bit of cold feet in regards to the third season, just because it was a high budget series, but there was very low viewer count for it. I haven't watched the show itself.
Me neither.
You've watched the first 2 seasons.
I'm probably part of the problem here.
I watched them shits as soon as they came out. So as soon as that first season was out, I watched it that Friday, all of it.
Yeah.
There's only like 8 or 9 episodes, and then I watched the second season that Friday as soon as it came out. Like it's fucking mad, man.
Yeah, I got to check it out. But Fincher was saying that they were having like 90-hour work weeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dream of working 90 hours a week.
It's like 16 hours a day, 16 and a half hours a day, maybe.
Yeah. And plus continuing that into like post-production as well.
The editing and
it's
sound
Fincher.
mix and it's Fincher. It's going to be perfect.
And he said out of I think there's 20 episodes out, he directed 7 of them.
Yeah.
So you know for sure that they went the full like 16 hours on that day.
Yeah.
Jonathan Groff and all that, they're looking to be released from their contracts, things like that. So it really isn't looking good for a potential third season.
Yeah, they've been holding off for a while. But at the end of the second season, does it leave it on a cliffhanger or does it wrap it up? Like, does it need a third season?
It'd be nice to get a third season. It doesn't need one.
Okay, cool. So it does wrap it up?
Yeah.
Because it is based in the real, yeah?
Yeah.
Because they talk about the Atlanta murders in season 2.
Yeah, there's basically they're setting up that behavioral science section of the FBI.
Ah, okay, right.
This is the first time they're actually doing that and sort of using psychology and all that sort of stuff to track and predict serial killers.
Okay, and the profiling of them.
Yeah,
it's fucking mad.
So
I'm going to check this out.
Building the profile as they go.
Pretty cool. It's fucking hilarious to get this news because one of my mates just started watching Mindhunter recently.
Yeah,
and she was like, "I just finished season 2," and talking about it. And then another mate was like, "It's not finished yet," because she's one of those ladies who she only watches a season, like a show, when it's done. And she just got mad, cut.
Damn, and just binges it.
Yeah.
Well, now she's probably happy because it's done.
Yeah.
I think you're done for the day.
So I gave her some like other recommendations for shows. So now she's on the hunt.
Nice. I see you see this little alley-oop there, huh? So Jamie Foxx is being set to portray a vampire hunter in the new movie Day Shift for Netflix.
Yeah.
the exciting shit about this, like Jamie Foxx, like that's real exciting. But the most exciting shit is Chad Stahelski's on board to produce, and 8711's also going to have a hand in the development of the action sequences and the stunts.
Yeah.
So we're going to have JJ Perry, who's going to direct. First time director, I think.
First time director. He's been doing stunts though for.
This might be the new in for, I think, stunt men and women throughout the industry.
Well, it makes sense, man. Like they
know how to do this.
They know
shit.
how to do it. They're while they're working, they're setting up like shots. They're literally setting up their shots, and they would know where to put the camera and everything. And yeah, if they follow Stahelski's model, like it shouldn't be different for them to shoot just a sit down and talk scene.
So you think Netflix is kind of showing Marvel how to do Blade before Blade comes out?
I think so. I
Fuck,
think
man.
so. Well, we've got two really good examples of how to do a Blade movie. So, yeah,
Which ones?
Blade 1 and 2.
Okay, all right. You actually say the Blade. I thought you were gonna say like some other movies and shit. All right, very good.
So on to HBO. So HBO's ordered a limited series from Denis Villeneuve and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
So they're back at it again. It's their third time working together.
Yeah. So this is called, this is based on Joe Nesbo's book, the guy that picked up the girl that did shit. You know how the guy wrote it before, Swedish guy, and then Joe Nesbo wrote the next ones that came out. You know how he passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the story is about this guy in prison, and his father passed away. He's gone to prison for 12 years, and he's just been on straight heroin from this crooked chaplain that works in the prison.
Jesus.
Until he finds out that his father, like there was some shit that actually went down that he didn't know.
Yeah.
And then he gets clean and breaks out of prison to then take revenge on the people that killed his father. This shit like sort of gets revenge. Limited series as well.
Fuck yeah.
Gyllenhaal playing that role. I'd love to see that sort of broken Gyllenhaal, like full drug addict.
I want to see like the broken, just skinny, drugged out Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And then like, fuck it, I need to get clean. And then it's just training montage of him just getting jacked in prison.
like pause.
Big pause. Yeah.
But like him getting that prison swole.
Yeah.
Be next level. Reminds me of that From Hell movie. From In Hell, the Van Damme one.
Van Damme one?
But his facial hair also changed.
Oh, man. It's always Selleck in An Innocent Man.
Oh, badly.
'Cause after he fucking snuffs that dude, goes all slick back with the top button done up, full mad cholo.
He goes full cholo.
He does. But he kind of looks like that guy in Blood In, Blood Out that's like Lefaria.
Yeah.
The boogeyman.
The bad guy in Fled. Frank.
Yeah.
Matahato.
Yeah. I think that guy's Cuban.
But
I think he is too. Yeah.
another good like prison skinny to buff again is Druss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Druss gets it on the push-ups.
Yeah.
Because you remember the cells not big enough for him to. It's like those fucking torture cells that they put those like real bad serial killers in, where they can't fully stand up
Yeah.
and they can't fully lay down.
Yeah. The 2 by whatever it is. So yeah.
You'd have to sleep like your legs was in stirrups.
What do you mean? Just fetal position.
So HBO Max is really killing it.
Yeah.
So in the third quarter of the year, they posted that they actually gained like 8 million subscribers within that time, which is fucking massive. And they've surpassed their yearly goal of 38. I think they set theirs at 36 million. They got 38
They got
million.
38 million, man.
This is big news.
38 million subscribers is a lot of subscribers.
Yeah. And this is, I think, the biggest point of evidence that a streaming service is the future.
That is the future.
They made the right choice by modeling their business around HBO Max.
Yep.
And like hopefully this pays off massive dividends. And they've also got the install base now. So when the Snyder Cut drops in there, boom.
$456 million US. That's 38 million subscribers at $12 a pop.
A
Wait,
month.
is that
That's
a month?
That's a month.
Wow.
These guys just killing it.
Which, like, they're killing it in that department, but in the Warner's department, Warner Brothers Studios, it's probably going to be used to offset that loss that they had because they, like, you know, with COVID and everything, they haven't been able to get their movies out. They've delayed a shitload, and with Tenet not performing as they said, yeah, it hasn't been too good for the movie department. But they actually admitted, and I like this, they admitted that they dropped the ball with Tenet.
Yeah.
So I don't see Nolan making a movie until a vaccine's released.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they'll get a theatrical release.
Yeah.
Anytime soon.
He's going to disappear now for another 3 years.
Nolan?
Yeah.
I reckon Nolan's like,
fuck you, asshole.
and just like out the door, not making anything until his shit clears up.
No, he's usually like, yep, there's my movie. I'm going to go away now. And then I'll develop something later on and come back. Like he's not someone to actually shoot a movie and have it come out every 2 years or something.
He was at one point though.
Yeah. When he was a younger man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nolan's a very avid learner as well. Like a lot of his subject material is very knowledgeable stuff. So I think he goes away for a period of time, something piques his interest, and then he makes a movie about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was it for streaming news.
Yeah. Well, we are getting Tenet in the next couple of months anyway.
True.
Coming on, releasing on the 15th of December.
Is it?
Yeah.
4K.
Blu-ray.
Getting it in.
No Atmos.
Yeah, but that's Nolan.
Yeah.
That's Nolan. All right. Heading into production news.
Production.
So we got we found out that Michael B. Jordan is going to produce the Static Shock film for Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Which is big news. Static Shock, the character, is mad because his mother actually gets killed in a gang shooting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then his father's widowed and everything, and then he kind of gets pulled into the gang life, but he doesn't really want to be a part of that.
Yeah. And
then when they're going to meet up for this fight, the police swarm, and then in the raid, I guess, like these chemicals explode. They call it mutagen as well.
Oh,
yeah, and it turns everyone in the vicinity of that explosion into a mutant, and they either become supervillains or they become heroes. His powers are like everything like electromagnetic. So he can control electricity and magnetize things. And
be really fast.
yeah.
That sounds cool though.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was a show, I think, on
that
Cartoon
would've been
Network. But it was like a cartoon
Yeah.
show.
Mm.
But I'm excited for this because like it's heralded as something that was like really legit in people like showcasing people of color.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Michael Jordan, episode 23.
Yeah.
Stars align.
You think he puts the B in there just so they don't call him Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, MJ, don't call me that.
Hey, yo, MJ.
I'm trying to show you love.
And if you're wondering about mutagen, Witcher 3, that's where it clicked for me. I was like,
I went to Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Yeah, I went to Turtles right away as well.
I went
Simply
Witcher
because
3.
like does Static Shock is he around in that universe or not?
Well,
to be in Manhattan.
Turtles was in DC. Turtles was under DC.
Yeah.
And this company, the comic company, actually got integrated into DC as well.
Okay.
Very good.
Hmm.
And speaking of DC integrations,
Mhm.
so we had photos from the Batman set, and it actually still indicates that Superman and Wonder Woman also exist in the universe.
Yeah. So the behind the scenes shots were actually it looked like either a costume party or a protest or something, but people were dressed in like Superman, classic Reeves Superman costume with the red cape,
Yep.
and the classic Wonder Woman costume as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the new Wonder Woman. It wasn't part of the Zack Snyder verse. It was like the old school ones.
Yeah. Which is funny
Yeah.
because when does this movie take place then?
I heard 90s. I heard mid 90s.
Okay. Mid-90s Gotham. That means, Christopher Reeve would still be around. He would still be the Superman.
I don't know if it's gonna be like real or if it's just like Easter eggs that they're putting into the film.
Yeah.
But they're also for the production they'll be using the volume that the Mandalorian sort of started using. So using that same stagecraft, I think that's where they're going to shoot some of the other footage.
Yeah.
Would you be able to use stagecraft to put two actors together, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would
If they weren't in the same room?
You would. Yeah.
You would, yeah. Yeah. All right.
I think that's what they're going to attempt to do with that Ice Cube movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do it and just have minimal people on there, but
You'd
why?
want the other actor in the room.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
It just helps with synergy.
Unless they're shooting a sequel there.
Possibly.
Like, can you imagine if the sequel is back to back?
Yeah.
And that's why they're delaying it so that
So we get one in 2021 and then one
2022.
2022.
So we get the Batman, and then we get the Batmans.
Whose man's? Yeah. So we got some set pics from the new Nick Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't say.
With him and Pedro Pascal.
Mm.
Yeah. So Pedro Pascal is a drug dealer,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Mhm.
And he's the biggest Nick Cage fan out there. And he hires Nick Cage to come to his birthday party and be Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Nick Cage gets down there and then he's like, he says he's got to draw on all of his most iconic roles because shit goes down and he has to like get out of there,
Yeah.
save people. But you see Nick Cage in these behind the scenes photos. He's wearing like this pink leather jacket.
Which kind of looks fire.
It does look fire.
Yeah.
Hot pink kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Not trying to lose my my man card.
No. Feminine colorways is manly now, my G.
But he's also got a Superman
Yeah.
symbol on the back of the jacket as well, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's also shots of him with like a fucking mullet and a beard, and like driving in a Jeep that like him and Pedro Pascal are trying to get away from these guys. Are they like driving in a Jeep and the stunts and shit going on?
Supposedly he's gonna tap into his whole old Con Air and
And face off.
and I can see him trying to playing a mandolin or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Captain Corelli. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I reckon this is gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
We might actually bring Nick Cage back.
I hope so, man.
I'd buy that for $1.
Nick Cage is fucking fire.
He puts the work in.
Yeah.
Nick Cage puts the work in.
It just sucks that he's been in DTV hell for so long.
Well, he's making money over there, so I don't know why the fuck he'd change. You get to do whatever you want, and you still get the same money? Fuck yeah. All right, let's do this shitty little movie. Fuck it.
Primal was dog shit.
I didn't watch them hits.
Don't. Did you ever watch The Last Starfighter?
I did not.
I've never watched it either.
I always saw the cover though.
I can't even remember the cover. So the premise for the movie is that this kid plays at this arcade and the game's called The Last Starfighter.
Mm-hmm.
He racks up the highest score ever.
Yep.
And then an alien actually beams him up because the aliens have been using this arcade as like a trial to see who could lead their forces.
Mhm.
And the kid gets beamed up, then he's got to be like, the captain of the their Starfighter brigade.
Yeah.
And it looks like everything's lining up for a sequel now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the creator had to go through all these legal battles in order to get the rights, but now things are sort of clearing up so that they can start making deals. And they're working on the script.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Gary Whitta.
Gary Whitta,
Yeah.
the guy from Rogue One.
Yep.
Who co-wrote Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah, so things are looking good. They didn't say any possible date or anything like that, but things are moving.
Yeah, they're shaping up, which is good.
So if anyone's a fan of Last Starfighter, wait for that news.
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe.
yeah. And into other things, Spider-Man 3 has begun filming in NYC.
Yeah. New York City. Which is weird. Like we were sort of talking off mic.
We were questioning how is Tom Holland there and shooting Uncharted at the exact same time.
So maybe they're doing like a lot of pickup shots and stuff, like swinging through the city.
Are they shooting all of Tobey Maguire and what's-his-face's stuff first?
Well, funny enough, Andrew Garfield is actually in town to shoot another movie in New York.
Ooh.
So possibly.
Okay.
How Garfield looking these days? Is he looking like lean as always?
Always lean.
But is he like a little bit more muscular, fuller in the face?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, actually.
Yeah, same.
It's like he's been hiding.
Yeah, the last time I saw Garfield was fucking Hacksaw. And that was ages ago.
Can you imagine if he comes out and he's just like swole?
It's been
He's just jacked.
Yeah.
he's been working out and drinking serious mass the whole time.
Fuck, I drank serious mass. I drank it for like 2 months. I had the biggest gut on me. All right.
So we've got reports of Harrison Ford and Ed Helms starring in a shipwreck comedy. Harrison Ford does these shipwreck comedies. This is his second one now. Yeah, called
This time it's a boat. Last time it was a plane.
All right.
And the Falcon got marooned how many fucking times?
No. Yeah, so the movie's called The Miserable Adventures of Bert Squire aboard the Horn Hi-Yo.
They got to change that fucking title.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, can I get a ticket to the Miserable Adventures of Bert Squire aboard the...
You shut up.
They just need to call it Bert Squire.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Chop that shit down.
Yeah.
If it's Horn Hi-Yo, people are going to be what the fuck is this?
What is this?
2 tickets to Horn Hi-Yo, thank you.
Sounds like big prawns on it.
No, it does. Got the horn.
Fuck with the bulls. 23.
Oh, no.
Still on it, baby.
Get the fuck out of this.
And you know who's on is them Suicide Squad Oues.
Yeah, man.
The full cast. Everyone from Margot Robbie to Michael Rooker, David Dastmalchian,
You even get to see King Shark.
Nathan Fillion, King Shark. Yeah. So they're all going to be on the Empire December issue.
Yeah.
All on the cover.
There's 2 though, yeah?
Yeah, there's 2. There's the normal cover that they'll release, and then there's the cover for the Empire subscribers, so they get a specialized cover, which actually has James Gunn in the picture.
Yeah, it looks like they're just having a good old fun time and a laugh.
Yeah, that's like, the serious, like take a serious shot.
I know.
Now do the muck around shot. But yeah, Gunn's actually in that one. And I think it's the clearest I actually get to see everyone. Even Idris is in there. It looks really cool, man.
Idris is cool, man.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they shoot all these shots in production,
Yeah.
and then kind of save them and
talk
get them
about-
ready.
Like when Empire puts out these stories and whatnot, they're actually on the set.
Yeah,
And they get to spend quite a bit of time on the set. So I reckon
Man.
they do a photo shoot after.
man, what I wouldn't give to like be on that cover. Not be on the cover. Fuck, what am I saying? But to be on that set.
Yeah. That set?
Can you imagine me just randomly on the cover of Empire? The fuck is this guy doing?
It's just us instead of everyone else.
I want to be, just on that set, just talking shit with fucking James Gunn
Yeah.
and Rooker and Fillion.
Yeah.
And just having, Yeah.
I would be the guy where they'd be talking in their little circle, and then I'd just mosey my way in. Yeah, how's about it?
do the laughing. Or the guy with chips. Do you guys want some chips? No. Just mosey back.
But because we're Aussies, that it comes kind of easy for us to just join a circle.
Yeah.
Does it though?
It does. Like, it's weird over in the US because they are very cliquey, but us, we're different. Like, you can just walk up and, oh yeah, and they'll just start talking.
You know, like it's always funny when someone does the answer from behind.
Yeah.
I've seen it. And then everyone will just naturally just open up.
I
Like,
know.
who the fuck is this guy?
Fucking who's talking over there?
Is that you, JMO? Fucking come over here.
Tell us more, champion.
Subscribe for more.
Would you like to know more?
So we also got a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot poster. So after all the shit that kind of went down and them getting more people in there, we're getting a poster. And it looks like it was like painted by like Rembrandt or some shit. I think they're doing like the European,
The Van Gogh style.
yeah.
Well, you better be chopping off ears then.
Oh, I think you're giving them like their marketing shits now.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
like they're gonna take that and they're gonna run with it and they're gonna put like $50 million into it. Have you
Nothing-
ever had an idea that someone put $50 million into?
No, nothing was marketed better than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
The Breakfast Club poster?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because
That was fire.
that was his way of getting an R-rated horror film onto giant fucking billboards.
Yeah.
Like you don't see that now. We didn't see a giant billboard for fucking Freddy's Dead or something like that.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. None of that. Toby Hooper, man. Toby Hooper?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my guy.
I just realized they did the same shit for that first live action Guyver movie. Do you remember the all white background with all of them standing there?
Mutronics.
Yeah.
Yeah. With JJ.
Shit movie.
You didn't like Mutronics?
Fuck, it's terrible.
Nah, man. As soon as you like watch Dark Hero or you watch the anime, can't be watching Mutronics after that.
But the live action effects are fucking fire in Mutronics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ Walker in there doing God knows what.
When that
Was it Mark Hamill in that one?
Yes, he was.
He was too. Shout out to Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Who was part of the Star Wars universe.
Oh shit.
See it? It's the
Open
layup,
up your
baby.
mind's eye, my friend.
And Taika Waititi
Mm-hmm.
is going to be directing a new Star Wars movie. I don't know if this is going to be on a streaming service or what.
I don't think it is. I think this is going to be their Star Wars movie because they said that they were only going to do like a movie every 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also said they were taking some time to figure it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Taika Waititi's figured it out.
Right.
But remember, Rian Johnson also had a trilogy
Yeah,
sort
exactly.
of happening. And then Taika's idea came after his,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's landing before his.
Yeah.
So they're going to actually be doing some pickup shots in Scotland
Yeah.
in December.
Yeah.
Um,
So we get a winter set Star Wars then.
I hope so. Is it winter in Scotland in December?
Yeah.
I hope so, man, because that'd be sick. Because they're actually shooting the Highlands as well.
Yeah.
So I think where Skyfall was
Yep.
shot, you know, in that Scottish Highlands where Deakins fucking
Oh man.
murdered. He bodied that shot, man.
Deakins.
How Deakins make a 3D looking shot 2D?
How Deacons just fucking be a god like that?
Badly.
Because he goes from the day shot of Scotland to give you that fire shot with the fucking helicopter and everything.
I know.
Fuck you, Deacons.
Deakins on point.
That's what
Always.
happens when your mentor's Connie.
Yeah.
You're
When
meant
your,
to.
when your mentor's Conrad Hall. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Fire.
But yeah, this is funny because he's down here right now.
Mm.
Yeah. Prepping.
Literally in Sydney right now. Going to start shooting Thor, and then okay, fuck it, December we're flying out to Scotland.
I know.
to go scout essentially.
Keeps himself busy. So this is probably the project that's lined up straight after Thor. It's funny because Hemsworth posted this thing where he was like, I was telling Taika and his friends some of the ideas for the next Thor movie, and
Yeah,
like just out of pure awesomeness, they all like fell asleep, and it's just like Taika and his friends like sleeping on the. I don't know where it was, but that shit like I don't know. I'm ready for something fun in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And Thor.
I want them to do I want Taika to do a separate story, even if it's a TV show, like a limited series about those 2 fucking stormtroopers from Mandalorian.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be funny, man.
Yeah, and they just get Sudeikis and the other guy back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We got reports coming out that the bunk from The Wire, Wendell Pierce. Wendell Pierce. Yeah, that's not bunk.
Oh, is it?
Nah.
Oh,
No, that's a different guy. Yeah. The bunk is his partner.
I thought he was the guy that did the she.
Nah, that's not the bunk.
Damn
That's
it.
not Wendell Pierce.
I was saving it for this whole fucking time to just drop it there.
But yeah, there's reports coming out that he's going to play B.B. King in a full-on biopic.
Mm.
He actually looks like B.B. King, man.
He does. He does look like BB King.
Yeah. That's
So
fucking mad.
they didn't actually say like what the details of the biopic will be, like what it's detailing. It's not just his older life, I assume.
No, I don't
And
think so.
I
think
assume
it'd be
through
like Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably through prosthetics, they'll get him to.
Yeah.
Because like the shot that they showed was older BB King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him coming back. BB King, man.
So
Fire.
Master of the guitar.
yeah. So apparently the script is going to center on the friendship between him and the young musician Michael Zanitas.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, man's only passed away 5 years ago. He was
Shit.
89.
Yeah. I
And-
remember when B.B. King passed away.
Yeah.
6 decades of work, over 40 studio albums. Dude was killing it. He was literally the fucking king of the blues.
That's busy, man.
Mhm.
40 albums?
You
Yeah,
think
man.
they're going to just get Curtis Hanson in again? Just like Ray? Did Curtis Hanson direct that?
I thought that was Taylor Hackford.
Taylor Hackford. Do you think they're just going to get that guy in? Probably.
Might as well.
But yeah.
What are you doing, Hackford? Nothing?
No. Nothing, mate? But yeah. This is going to be good. I love Wendell Pierce, man.
Yeah.
Like his character in The Wire is just unmatched.
I got to watch The Wire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are going to feel about this, but Jared Leto is making a return.
Fuck yeah, man.
So, after shitloads of fan backlash, he will be coming back for the Snyder Cut.
Fucking bring them all back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incorporate this 4-hour cut of fucking what's his face?
Just give everyone a moment to shine.
No, this 4-hour cut is going to be 2 hours worth of Justice League and then 2 hours worth of fucking what's his face? Suicide Squad. And that's how they're going to join this whole fucking thing.
You reckon?
Nah. But it'd be cool if it did.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if he released a 6-hour
If
cut.
there was an overarching fucking story.
That'd be fucking mad because Suicide Squad was originally supposed to run straight into Justice League.
Directly. Which is why I'm saying.
Yeah. It's how it was meant to be. But I'm happy that Leto's coming back because
Fuck yeah.
there's so many different aspects of the Joker, and he was more like the mob boss gangster type of Joker, which I thought was kind of cool.
But I don't think you got enough screen time with him to actually justify
Exactly.
like your opinion on him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many haters out there. I'm probably looking at you and you're a hater of the Joker.
Yeah.
And even me, myself, I wasn't impressed the first time that I seen him, but it was the promise of Leto and his ability
Mhm.
that I was kind of more interested in. But I don't think we've seen enough of him.
Yeah, so I was impressed with the whole what's his face? That trailer that I saw. Yeah. I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like I was impressed with that. I was like, all right, cool. It's a different Joker. Yeah, he's tatted up and all that, but that's fine. That's this version of the Joker.
Mhm.
We've gotten so many different versions of the Joker, not just on screen, but through those comics.
Yeah.
Like it's constantly evolving his character. We've got
Yeah.
a version of the Joker that's fucking Batman. Like, yeah, this is just a different take.
Yeah. Because there's so many personalities for the Joker to take on.
Yeah.
And you can't embody that into one. You can't embody all those personality traits in a 2.5-hour film. So I like that they sort of follow just one trait and roll with it.
But I also think like they didn't show enough of the Joker.
Yeah.
This wasn't like a showpiece for Leto to actually do something with that character.
Exactly.
So I think if they didn't fuck up the Suicide Squad, it would have given Birds of Prey more meaning as well.
Mm.
Because there was a lot of like relationship stuff that they did take out of the Suicide Squad, like we discussed episodes ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
We got what, 8 minutes, if that, 6 minutes
If
Of-
that.
of Joker's screen time. Yeah, out of 6 minutes, you can't say that's different. The Joker is literally the he's a mirror for Gotham City on what's actually happening within Gotham City. So
Yeah.
that Gotham City that they set up in Suicide Squad is just a different Gotham City. That's the reflection of Gotham right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
rich, it's got money, but it's dirty as fuck and it's violent
Yeah.
and it wants to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else is coming back is Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manjo.
So he was, before it was confirmed, he was actually spotted playing League of Legends in some Verizon fucking tournament or something like that.
Keep your eyes off my screen, cunt.
He's screen watching, right? And he had the same haircut and everything. So he's coming back as well now.
I like that. I really, really like that casting
Yeah.
choice.
So this could play into Lex Luthor's Our Own League,
Yeah.
a league of our own.
What is his league called? The Bad Cunts.
I don't know.
It's something gentleman.
Isn't it the Society of...
Yeah.
Cheek clappers.
But yeah, so him coming back as Slade would be good. I'd like to see Manganiello do like some of the action and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I literally just played that bit in Batman Arkham, I think last week,
Yeah.
where
Oh,
I fought Slade. So yeah, I was quite impressed.
Hey, remember how they first showed you Deathstroke's costume?
Yeah.
Snyder showed you?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was him by the helicarrier,
Mm.
him coming out. So I wonder if that's going to kind of...
We get to see all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
There's
awesome.
more footage there, man. For sure.
I always piss myself because it's fucking over the top, but there was a DC porno and they just called this dude Deathstroke.
Did they gender swap it?
No.
Oh, wow. All right.
I think it was like Johnny Sins or someone playing him as well.
Johnny Sins with a fucking eye patch. That's all it was.
Oh, man.
Speaking of that, though, you know how we got that really cool sort of animated trailer for Arkham, and you saw Batman fighting Deathstroke
With the containers?
with the
falling?
containers.
Yeah.
You know that's all motion capture. So all the stuff that they're doing, they did for real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that shout out to the Corridor Crews, but they did a video, and the stuntman that played fucking Deathstroke was there talking about it. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's fucking awesome, man. They did nearly all of that stuff for real. All
That's
the flips,
nuts.
all the fighting, everything is for real.
And it's weird that you don't see Batman really fight like that in film as much.
Hopefully in this movie we're getting. It's supposed to be the best martial artist on the planet.
I don't think you're going to see Batman throw like a big old kick or anything like that.
Bruce Lee supposedly had nothing on bats.
So we got a first look at Uncharted
Mm-hmm.
and Tom Holland's look in the film.
Yeah.
What do you guys reckon? Let me know. Fire or dog shit?
These for me, that part of the game where he's a young Drake was the worst parts of those games.
Yeah, I didn't really like those either.
I don't want to see a whole movie about that, man.
But this looks like he's old Drake in young Drake's body, though.
Yeah.
What do you guys reckon of the look? Tell me about the look.
See, the look is nostalgic because it looks exactly like what he looked like in the game.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I just think they're focusing on the wrong aspect of Drake's past, if you know what I mean. Like with 3, you focus more on Sully because Sully is steady just sleeping dudes whilst Drake's trying to make his escape.
Mm.
So I always think it should have been more flashback shit there because that builds the relationship with him and Sully rather than it being solely about Drake and his upcoming.
What about at the end of this movie? It's like Fillion, and he's like the whole movie was a flashback,
And then it ends with the YouTube video of him being tied up.
Yeah.
I watched that YouTube video again yesterday.
so
That,
good.
that was
man.
only 2 years ago.
know,
And if Fillion looks the same, he can literally play Drake. Drake is supposed to be like 45 years old.
Yeah, he's kind of in that age range.
He's in that age range.
What did you reckon of Holland?
He looks all right. I saw Druckmann post, yeah, that looks really good, but you need to tuck half that shirt in. Which was cool. Like I like that.
Yeah. I wish Druckmann was more involved.
Well, I
To be
think
honest,
I think with The Last of Us, he's got reins on that.
Mm.
So he'll be able to dictate what sort of happens, what those characters look like, how they talk, everything. So
for Last of Us, yeah, but
The
not
Last of Us,
for
not for this. I
not
think
for
he's it would have been cool if he had a bigger role.
yeah.
I still think Carnahan was like the best person to actually fucking direct
Oh
this shit.
man,
Like,
the
just-
action sequences would have been nuts.
So if it was me, this movie would start off with no introduction to the character, and it would just be Madagascar to start with from 4,
Ah, yeah.
and then go into that fucking how he's grappled onto the truck over the bridge.
So you do the brother storyline straight up.
Yeah,
Mm.
because well, that's me because I played the games. I don't need an introduction, but yeah, that's
All
me.
right. All right. Had one of the best train sequences
Yes.
It did.
in a game.
Yeah.
And hopefully for David Leitch's Bullet Train,
Mhm.
we get something just as good.
Yeah.
So it's just been confirmed that Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's kind of just popping up in like these little support roles
Mm.
everywhere, and you just don't know about him.
Fucking Tenet,
At Tenet, we got him in The King's Man
the King's Man. Yeah.
as well.
Which makes sense because he's kick ass. So yeah.
Uh,
He's got it. He would have showed up sometime. So why did they didn't get him for Charlie's role in 2
Charlie.
with the mechanical hand?
Ah,
Yeah.
Charlie Hesketh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's joining Bullet Train. You know what was crazy when I kind of read up on this, because Brad Pitt's in there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This will be the 8th time that Brad Pitt and Leach have worked together.
Okay.
You know, he was Pitt's stunt double for
Yeah.
a little while. So Fight Club, The Mexican,
Mhm.
Troy, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Deadpool 2.
So they've just got a really good working
Yeah,
relationship.
they've got the chemistry, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
That's what you kind of want. Like, if Pitt's gonna mainline this movie, like, it's mad that Leach is sort of there to kind of, and they're gonna work together.
Yeah.
And 8711 is gonna be all over these nuts as
So
well.
they're more than
Yeah.
likely training right now.
Oh man,
Literally right now.
What is it? 6 months before shoot?
7 days a
3
week.
months.
3 months, 7 days a week.
Is it?
Let's
Is it
do
kind
it.
of fucked up that like I understand the direction they take with the Cowboy Bebop, but I would love to see Brad Pitt as Spike because he can talk.
I know, but then he won't ever look like Spike. Remember,
Yeah,
at one
that's
point they wanted Reeves to be Spike.
Yeah.
They took a picture of him from A Scanner Darkly, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that it's John's show.
Same.
So Terrence Winter has also started work on a Mafia Cops adaptation for, well, they didn't say which network's actually going to pick it up, but it's a limited series. And
It's a limited series. It's Terrence Winter. It's going to be HBO. Like
Yeah.
we know it's going to be
Do you
HBO.
reckon it's HBO?
Yeah.
Hopefully it is, because then they can swear and do whatever they
Yeah.
need to do, because these guys did some rough shit.
Yeah. So the story, it's about Stephen Caracappa and Louis Eppolito, right? So they're two dedicated NYPD cops. decorated, I should say.
Were they beat cops or detectives? Or
They were detectives, but
shit.
yeah, they secretly worked for the Lucchese and Gambino crime families. Yeah. So they supposedly committed racketeering, bribery, kidnapping, murder. So they made like national headlines when it came out that they were actually, part of those two families. It's fucking wild.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So the book is called The Friends of the Family. Yeah. Yeah.
This could be awesome, man.
I reckon it will be.
I hope they really kind of nail it. Terrence Winter,
Like Terrence Winter does really good with those gangster type TV shows. Like Boardwalk was really fucking good.
yeah.
And
But I think more with the
Sopranos
mob sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
What did you think about Get Rich or Die Trying, though? That was Terrence Winter.
Oh wow! I didn't know
Yeah.
it was winter.
That was Terrence
The
Winter.
Wintersaurus was
Terrence
present.
Winter, directed by Curtis Hanson, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Curtis Hanson. That was 8 Mile.
8 Mile was Curtis Hanson. Who did what's this?
It was the
check
Irish
it out.
guy, Jim Sheridan.
Jim Sheridan.
Jim Sheridan.
Yeah. Get Rich or Die Trying is good. I like that movie. Like, I watch Get Rich or Die Trying more than I watch 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I think Terrence Winter even had a hand in the games, in 50s games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know.
Bulletproof.
Give me them
ducats.
blood in the sand.
This whole damn city's mine.
that's-
don't know.
And that's it for production news this week.
Yeah.
Actually, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Now, check into the movie trailers.
Movie trail.
I didn't watch this first trailer.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
This looks really
This
good.
is Paul Bettany, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Paul Bettany
What's this
doing
about?
a damn good bloody American accent.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could do one.
Hasn't he done one before?
I don't know if I always see him as either Jarvis or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie's about what's his face? Sophie Lilith is Paul Bettany's niece.
Yeah.
Right. And she goes to visit him one day because he lives in the city or something. And
Yeah.
they're like country, basically. And she finds out that he's actually gay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, shit happens, and then something happens with his father, who he had a strained relationship with because of his sexuality.
Yeah.
And he has to travel back to where he's from. And his boyfriend sort of comes with him. And
Oh,
it's
shit.
like, yeah. But it looks cool, man.
Yeah.
This looks really, really good.
This is Paul Bettany getting real versatile.
Real versatile, yeah. He's getting his acting bag in this one.
Mhm.
No action,
Nice.
nothing.
He went from a voice to a superhero to an evil villain, now to a versatile gay man.
Evil villain.
Solo.
Solo.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, this looks really good, man. Sophie Lilith looks really good in this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is
Bev.
it? This is a show?
No, it's a movie.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks really good. And it's just them, like, how's he going to deal with, like, because he didn't expect his partner to actually come with.
Okay.
Yeah. And he just sort of follows them. But yeah, it looks like a comedy. It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. Comedy
Nice.
drama sort of movie. Yeah.
I am in. I am in. We got a trailer for Big Sky.
Yeah.
This is the show
ABC.
ABC.
Yeah.
One of the C's.
Yeah.
Definitely not BBC.
No.
Please.
So they it's like a missing persons case. Philippe or Philippe?
Philippe.
Ryan Philippe.
Yeah.
I just think about the Action Bronson track.
Badly. That's all I think about. I heard you fuck Ryan Phillippe in One Oak.
Bitch. So this is a missing persons case. 2 girls get abducted. And they're trying to figure it out.
Yep.
Ryan Philippe is like the
It's the brother?
no.
I think he's like the estranged father, to tell you the truth, because it seems like they might be separated.
I thought the father was in here. I thought he was just a detective.
Okay.
And then he used to have a relationship with the other detective.
Hmm.
And then there's the sheriff of the town as well, all mixed up in it.
Yeah.
Fucking
And that-
Zodiac killer.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're trying to figure it all out.
Lee.
But it's apparently getting a lot of press. Could be whichever C's biggest
ABC's.
biggest title that they got coming out.
Is this on their streaming service? On ABC's streaming service?
What is ABC's streaming service?
I don't know. ABC.
I get so confused, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
See how she rolls.
Yeah. I probably won't check it out. I'm gonna say it right now.
If there's no, like, honestly, if it's not like, swearing and violence and whatnot, I don't need to see a fucking TV show.
Well, for me, I watched Hannibal.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think this needed swearing.
Yeah.
I think violence, they kind of get away with it, but swearing, I didn't need it in Hannibal.
Not
So I was
Hannibal.
Yeah.
This is a story about, like, one of your loved ones fucking getting kidnapped and held against their will, like as if you're not going to be swearing.
Yeah.
And even when, like, they're a frick or something like that, like,
yeah. When they do that
when
shit,
they try that shit,
nah.
I'm like, nah, I
I
don't need
check
that.
out.
Yeah.
Can we all just remember Sweet Christmas?
Suck my dick.
We also got a trailer for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which is Chadwick Boseman's last performance. Written by the same playwright that did Fences.
Did Fences, yeah.
This details a jazz singer's rise from the clubs to records to superstardom.
Yep.
And Chadwick Boseman's character, who's a trumpet player, also trying to break out and kind of get his own shine.
Yeah.
With his new sound and everything.
Yeah. So he's kind of bringing in more of a new school trumpet, Louis Armstrong kind of feel. This looks good, man.
It does look good. You got Denzel producing as well.
Yeah, Denzel producing.
I thought he was going to direct this one. It's a wonder he didn't.
Yeah, but he did Fences.
He did. Well, that's why I thought he'd do this one. It's from that same playwright. So
yeah, this looks good though, man.
Yeah.
Chadwick, like, it's weird watching Chadwick actually on this.
Yeah.
Because he was in the last stages of cancer as well.
Yeah.
He's really, really skinny. But even through that, like, you see the shit that he's doing, the performance that he's kind of bringing just in this trailer. And I can't believe that he had cancer.
No.
Yeah. He's
Like-
always putting in 110%.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
So yeah, like I'm looking forward to this, and hopefully the movie turns out like really, really, really well.
Yeah.
And it's really a celebration of the talent that this man had, and everyone in the cast, because it's very much sort of African American focused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really, really good.
And the white man trying to steal their fucking
The sound.
their sound and fucking and their basically their money. Yeah.
Remember that sound you was looking for? We got a trailer for Wonder Darkly as well. So
Yeah.
this is Diego Luna and I want to say Sienna Miller.
Yeah, you got it right.
What do you call it?
You
This
want to
one-
say, you did say, and you got it right.
Smoke
Oh, that's
mirrors,
right.
bitch. But this looks really good. So in the trailer, so you see Diego Luna and Sienna Miller. They begin a relationship. It all looks hunky dory at the start, and they have a child, and then it turns into a bit of a strained relationship, and things start to go from there. Arguments, and then they're involved in a car collision, which renders Sienna Miller's passing away. And then the rest of the journey is Sienna Miller as she's, I guess, in between being dead and moving on to the next life. And her watching her loved ones and things like that. And it looks like she's possibly being chased by something else as well. But just detailing her journey through that as well. This looks sad as shit.
Yeah. This got a lot of, like, I think movie circuit praise as well. It is one of those trailers where they sort of put the quotes in there. This film is like a living poem and shit like that.
Fuck off.
I saw that one and I was like, no, that's not it.
That ain't the one, champion.
no.
I like the look of the movie.
Yep.
The synopsis sounds very, very different, where they kind of say they have the accident and then they're both kind of searching for things to kind of bring their relationship back together. But the trailer showed that she obviously just fucking dies.
So how can you do that in a trailer?
Just give it all
Just
away.
give it away. Let's just give it away, fellas.
This is fluke all over again.
Fucking badly.
This is Kingsman 2 all over again.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
I am not going to talk about Mando until the end. Until the end of our trailer segment.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we had Embattled.
This should look all right, man.
This shit looks funny as hell. This is fucking Wario with a dad and son.
It is, but it's also Never Back Down.
Yeah.
If they kind of followed Cam Gigant
Yeah.
against his father.
Oh God.
But I'm liking the shit that's at play in here. You got the son who was raised real fucked up because the father was such a
Fuckwit.
a friggin' alpha male
Yeah.
and was trying to teach him shit by like beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then he's trying it on his brother, on his little brother, and he
Yeah.
steps in and kind of
Lays
tries
down the law.
yeah. So it's them fighting for a lot more. I'm excited for this shit. I'll watch it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I need to see more of the MMA. I need to see how they're going to shoot it. I like UFC.
Dorf is looking fucking great in this. Tell you what.
He looks great in fucking Immortals.
Yeah, he
Mans
does.
was jacked, but he's big in this one.
But he's like airbrushed in Immortals as
big
well.
time. Yeah.
Like he got the Audi abs,
Yeah.
but they airbrushed.
On his stomach.
Have you guys watched Meet the Spartans?
Nah.
No.
They fuck with them so much with the spray tan abs.
Oh, really?
Because they got this fat dude and they literally just fucking spray him on.
That's bad, man. No, I'll never watch Meet the Spartans.
Yeah. It wasn't for me.
Had its moments. Don't judge me.
But I'm liking like Dorf in here. Like Dorf can do evil real good.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in. I'll watch it. MMA fighter's journey. I'm there.
Yeah. What if they just get Dorf to be Whistler?
That'd be next level.
Yeah.
I think he's too evil sounding
know.
and looking.
Yeah.
Even as the good guy in fucking True Detective season 3, I still found him evil.
He had like racist overtones about him.
Yeah.
It's that hat. What you doing there?
Purple Rain.
Yeah. We got another trailer for The Flight Attendant. Did you watch this one?
I watched them.
I thought it was going to be like a full-on thriller and shit, but it's actually like
It's a comedy.
it's a
this one.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in this one? Seen this guy before.
I don't know. He looks like the dude from Lucifer, but it's not him.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen him before.
Yeah.
I can't place him. But yeah, Kaylee Cuoco getting into her more mature
Yeah.
post Big Bang Theory roles. I think it's something more adult, HBO. So yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not going to watch it.
Me neither.
This didn't hit anything for me
No.
personally. Usually I'd kind of try, but I thought they were going for the mystery bag, but they went for the comedy bag, and the tone just didn't feel right
Yeah.
for me. Maybe
I
another
got red
trailer.
eye if I want to watch a movie like this.
Yeah, or Flight Plan.
A Flight Plan.
Yeah. All
Or
right.
that new JGL one.
Yeah.
So we got a new trailer. Well, we got our first trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon by Disney.
Yeah.
Out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know this movie was coming out.
Mm.
So it's got Kelly Marie Tran playing the title character,
Very
Raya, Raya, and it's got Awkwafina also playing the dragon.
Mm.
Yeah. So she's got to find the last dragon to protect this stone.
Yep.
And like there's people that are opposing her on her journey.
Yeah.
But this is otherworldly, very much based in Asian mythology.
Mhm.
Got dragons, main character, everything. Even the landscapes look very different.
Yeah.
Old timey, prehistoric, but Asian. I'm liking the look of this.
It's got martial arts.
Yeah,
There was like ninjas.
yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah,
That's all I
for
need.
sure.
That's all I need. Yeah. We also got the trailer 2 for Mank, which I didn't watch.
Didn't watch this one?
I watched the first trailer. That's enough for me.
I think you should have just watched the first one.
Yeah,
Did you watch
this?
this? You didn't watch it? I watched it because I watch everything.
Yeah.
Except for Uncle Frank, apparently.
Mm.
Mank, this looks good, man.
Yeah.
Like the same shit that we said about the first trailer,
Mm.
exactly the same for this one.
All
You
right.
see more of Gary Oldman's performance in here. And he just looks like he's going off the fucking rails.
Do you think Fincher actually gets his Oscar for this?
I hope so, man. I hope he does.
Mm.
And I hope his father gets the Oscar for the
That'd be
screenplay.
Fucking unreal.
Because that might be an Oscar moment where I actually well up
Yeah.
to
To see him come on stage and accept the
for his father
for his dad.
posthumously.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Moving along before I start bawling my fucking eyes out is the trailer for Most Guys Are Losers, starring Mira Sorvino.
I didn't watch this one actually.
So, did you watch it? So I thought it was going to be like full drama and shit like that because
Yeah.
Mira Sorvino was in there, but it's actually like a family comedy. So this chick meets this boy.
Yeah.
But little does the boy know that the chick's father actually wrote a book on why men are losers and how to pick like a real winner.
Yeah.
So he's got all these rules and shit like that. So it could be like, a spin-off of Jim Belushi's 8 Rules to Dating My Daughter.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah. So it's in that bag. But yeah, they're researching this boy and shit's bubbling up, but it's a straight comedy. But the talent surrounding this, so they got Mira Sorvino, right? They got Paul Sorvino in there as well,
My guy.
who's looking like pretty skinny.
Really?
Guy's lost some weight. So I'm a little bit worried about Paul Sorvino.
Doesn't look like Paulie anymore.
Nah.
Paulie didn't move for nobody.
But still got the tan.
Very good.
And Keith David's in here as well.
The Arbiter himself.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. The
Yeah,
Arbiter. I was going to
that's
ask.
Keith David. Which Keith David is it?
Yeah.
That should be a game. Now close your eyes and open your mouth.
The doctor asked me which finger can I feel, and then both his hands were on my shoulders.
And the last trailer for the week was the Tom Hanks starring News of the World.
Yeah. This looks good, man.
Yeah.
This looks real good.
Directed by Paul Greengrass. This is the story of a man that goes town to town performing the news from around the country and the world. And along the way picks up a 10-year-old girl that 6 years prior.
She's a German girl, yeah?
Is she German?
I think so. Johann. Her name's Johann.
Yeah. 6 years prior, her mother and father were killed in this Native American attack on a caravan moving through that land. So she's actually been raised as one of their own. They took her in. So that's what she speaks. That's how she acts. She's not part of that settlement world, that white settlement world. So her aunt and uncle are still alive, and that's her last known kin. So Tom Hanks actually takes her with him across America while he does his thing, but also trying to find her family.
Yep.
And along the way, he gets close to the girl and probably end up adopting her because the auntie and uncle don't want her or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks gets into his gunplay bag as well.
It looks like Tom Hanks is getting the shit beat out of him in this movie. Tom Hanks ain't living life in this movie, man.
Hanks and the Corona.
Fucking every time Tom Hanks screams, suddenly got peanut butter on the roof of his mouth. So I have to hear that for like 2 hours. I don't fucking sit through it.
It's his second outing with Greengrass.
I know. So after
the Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philly Willy.
Pause.
Captain Phillips.
Free Philly. And also, it looks like Greengrass is steadying his shit a bit.
I seen that.
It didn't look like
Didn't look all over the fucking place.
Captain, say Captain, then like
I know, like the action's over here, and your man's got the camera over here.
Like he's just like toned down the palsy cam so
Yeah,
much, man.
It's like he got Michael J. Fox to be his second unit.
That's fucked up. Nah.
You know
you
why?
got to take that shit back. You can't speak on Fox like that, man.
You know why they did that?
Why?
Because then you can have the actors actually do the action.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
But I didn't even see the fucking actors.
Well, that's the other thing. So if you use the shaky cam, you can have them do it as slow or as fast as they can, but then you just cut it all crazy, and that's what adds to the fucking shakiness of it.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Damn.
That was next level. But that's all for our trailer news this week.
That was everything.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to other news.
Other.
So we had Armie Hammer come out, and he was doing an interview with someone, and they asked the question, like, you know, would you? Why did we not get another Uncle film?
Yeah,
and would you be open to it? And he is very. It sounds like he's very, very open to it.
Mm.
It sounds like he had a really good time working on the set with Guy and Superman. What's his name?
Cavill.
Yeah, and it sounds like they had a really good time. So yeah. He's open. He's 100% open to do another Uncle film.
Yeah, and the screenwriter of the last one, who did the first draft, I think.
Yeah,
he came up with a story for the next one.
yeah. He's got the MacGuffin already ready to go.
And this was like years ago.
Yeah.
So they're just waiting, I think, for either the studio to kind of pull the pin on it, or like, you know, someone to come through and finance it and start things moving.
They should just do it on HBO Max. Just
Yeah, man.
to do a movie on HBO
A limited
Max.
series?
I don't think they'll do a limited series. I think they'll do just like The Witches. I think they'll just do like, okay, yeah, it's out. It's on HBO Max.
But if they did like, let's say a 4-episode limited series.
That'd be fire.
Because then it's like a short form
Yeah.
limited series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking mad.
That'd be
Admittedly, I've got to go back and watch Uncle.
I love that movie.
I watched it recently with you this year, I think.
Mm.
But well, Cavill already got his foot in the Netflix store, so they could always take it there as well.
Yeah. If Warner wants to sell it.
If Warner wants to sell it.
True.
If they want to sell the property.
Yeah. Because there's also a show tied
Yeah.
to it as well.
I mean, fuck, they've got shows for The Gentleman coming out, so they might as well.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Gentleman?
I'd watch another Uncle film.
So would I.
Like
Yeah, fuck
that team up. I can't remember much about the movie, but I can remember the chemistry that Cavill and Hammer had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah. We also had Governor Andrew Cuomo actually fucking, I think we caught him fucking lacking last time. He's actually looking to open up some New York cinemas.
Well, last time he was pointing the finger. He was like, "It's because of you that like we're not getting new movies this year."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what those NASA fucks were saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Cuomo, like, he's doing the right thing for his people.
Yeah.
He understands that, look, it's not a fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, we want
There's more to worry about
Yeah,
than
there's-
movie release dates.
it's just a fucking movie you guys can still release next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just won't fucking be here.
Yeah.
But he
He's doing it smart though.
Of course.
What were you gonna say on the strategy for the theaters opening up?
Nothing at all.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, his strategy is that he's only opening up areas that have less than 2% of a COVID infection rate
Mm-hmm.
and
cinemas are at
25% capacity.
25, which
So-
is half of ours.
Yeah. So in Australia, we actually get 50% capacity.
Yeah.
With the cluster zones completely removed. So no one will sit behind you if you're sitting in the seat. No one will sit behind you. No one will sit in front of you.
Yeah.
So he's
Very
removing
cool.
that and 25% capacity.
Yeah.
So it will allow theaters to open up, but they
Mhm.
probably won't be pulling in the numbers that
That's
they
right.
need, that they really, really need. So I wonder if it's up to cinema owners if they really want to open up their cinema.
Mm.
Because I don't know, it wouldn't make sense to me. I wouldn't open up my cinema.
Why would I want to pay staff and all that sort of stuff just to open up for 25%?
You know what I would do? Open up a restaurant and serve like lobster and filet mignon, and that's where I'd make my money.
Yeah. So it's funny because, like, who was talking about it? Andrew Schultz was
Yep.
talking about it, right? Back in the day. Not back in the day, but not too long ago. And he was saying, like, if he does go to the movies, like he's a streaming man. He likes to stay at home and stream movies and whatnot, right? And he was like, he likes that experience. But if he's out with his missus and he wants to go watch a movie, it's usually at like they've got this cinema chain called, or this thing called iPix.
Yeah.
Right. So they're in their own little sort of bubble. They've set up their cinemas as own little sort of bubbles. So two people can sit in this sort of pod.
Yeah.
It's almost like a booth.
Yeah.
And they can sit in there and watch the movie like that. And you still get the big screen, you still get the sound, you still get everything. And you can get food and whatnot delivered to that table sort of thing. So
this is like next level gold class.
yeah, this is like that next step up. But you are in your own encapsulated sort of bubble.
Shit.
Which is cool.
That is fucking mad.
So we can probably expect more of those sort of cinemas sort of opening up, because that already is sort of saving people. Like you are completely separate from the other couples and whatnot that are in that cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that, man.
I'd do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Die Hard came back. There was a revival of Die Hard.
Very short-lived revival.
So for promotion for a car battery, a Die Hard car battery, Bruce Willis and a bunch of the villains from the first Die Hard and one of the heroes, or allies, came back.
Yeah.
So we've seen Willis, and he kind of has to kill a whole bunch of people and get this car battery and get his car started again. What do you think of the ad?
It was all right. It was a nice ad.
The
Nice
ad was
TV
nice.
ad.
Yeah.
For a TV ad.
Hmm.
It definitely wasn't Die Hard.
No. It would have been cool if they had like a whole bunch of people doing, like, other than Willis doing Die Hard type stuff.
Yeah.
And then just at the end have Willis like,
Or Samuel.
I wish it should have been Sam Jackson instead of that other guy.
Argyle.
Alphonse
Argyle. Well, it was also the other guy.
The computer hacker, Theo.
Yeah.
As the villain.
As a villain, yeah.
When I first watched it, I thought it was Sam Jackson.
I thought it was as well.
I was like, he's the villain?
And then I looked again and I was like,
That's Theo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I want Die Hard to sort of come back anyways.
I think they do need to just continue on the story, but just with a new person, a la Mad Max. Just do it that way.
As long as it's not John McClane doing Die Hard Year Zero.
Yeah, no, I don't want that story. I want what's his face. I want just another adventure with the character, but the character is being played by someone else.
Yeah,
and it's still the 90s, and it's not set now. That's how I'd like it. That's how I'd do it. Maybe another Die Hard in New York.
That'd be mad.
Because we went LA and then New York, and then it's been
New York again.
Been New York again, and then Russia.
Whatever happened to the whole Nakatomi anniversary film pitch?
That was the other thing, right?
That also happened at the merger with Disney and Fox as well.
Yeah.
So
that's off
shit
the
out of
table.
luck. That happening.
That ain't happening.
But another reboot that's kind of coming together is David Gordon Green, Seth MacFarlane, Danny Bride, and Jodie Hill are all coming together to make the Smokey and the Bandit TV series.
Yeah.
This is going to be so good, man.
You know that Danny is going to play Smokey.
You reckon?
I reckon.
That'd
Either
be
that, or they're literally just going to get Goggins.
Oh,
Just
man.
grow a mustache, Mr. Goggins.
Hey,
and-
Goggins look great in a mustache and John Bronco.
Yeah, he does. He knows how to rock that mustache. And then just have him with
So this hasn't confirmed a network or a streaming service that they're gonna actually put it on, and it's Universal So I don't know if they're gonna do swearing and stuff because it is for TV. But hopefully it doesn't go like the Magnum PI or Y50 or
I hope not.
or MacGyver route.
Yeah.
Where it just didn't live up.
Well, all those like sort of fell down simply because those were set in nowadays. So if I was going to do a Smokey and the Bandit series, I would set it in the 70s when that movie came out.
Yeah.
That movie made so much money.
I know.
358 million.
Off like $3.4 million production budget. That's nuts.
You've got money to make movies for days after that.
Badly. That's like
hey,
100 times multiplier.
We'll greenlight 100. We'll greenlight 100 of these if you want to do it. Let's do it.
Well, they did sequels and they did like TV films too,
and spin-offs as well. Yeah.
Nuts. Smokey and the Bandit got legs.
Fucking badly.
Nia DaCosta has confirmed that Candyman will release in August 2021.
Nearly a full year.
Yeah.
Since it should have.
I still reckon this should have been like a streaming service offering for Halloween.
Yeah.
Honestly. They should have come out this year. This would have made like dollars.
Big dollars.
This would have been nuts. Like if they just dropped it in like next week for Halloween, bam.
Yeah. Like it's funny to me because like all of the movies releasing are for kids.
Yeah.
They're all like kids movies. Like all the Disney shit is coming out and we don't want that.
Yeah. There's no adult programming.
Nothing. No adult programming for it. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shame because they could have had the whole trick or treat package where you got Halloween Kills and fucking Candyman.
Yeah. That was all going to happen this year.
I'm doing your fucking marketing for you, bro. Just fucking do it.
But Yahya was on
Jesus Amiro.
On Jesus Amiro. Shout out to Jesus Amiro.
My guys.
And he was talking from Germany.
Yeah.
Because he was there shooting for The Matrix 4. Talking about his career and stuff, but more specifically, Candyman. So you were saying how the themes in this film will kind of look into how monsters were created, which was kind of touched on in the Candyman sequels.
Yep.
But also, what would happen if they strike back?
Yeah. So they're tackling that whole the white on black violence and the what happens after that. Yeah.
But he also said something really interesting. He talked about George Floyd and how it was a white man killing a black man, which is and the similarities between Candyman.
Yeah.
I was just like sort of thinking, what if they kind of had one of these stories in Candyman?
Yeah.
And how like, those legends are created.
Yeah, because he talks about the fact that like, that happened with George.
Yeah.
But then after that they vilify him.
Yeah.
Right? So they basically
talk about his
his supposed criminal record and all the stuff that happened. Yeah. And what that actually does. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I just wish this fucking movie was out.
Yeah.
Like I need to see this movie like now.
Yeah. There's so much hype for it. And I just don't want the hype to die down. Like I want it to be successful.
We called it like a couple of weeks ago. We said this is going to leak, or all these movies are going to leak online and they're going to fucking scramble.
Yeah.
They're going to fucking scramble. Oh, no. It's out now. It's out now on streaming services here and there and everywhere. And it'd be too fucking late.
Probably
they'll be too bloody late. Yeah.
I don't want this franchise to end.
I don't want it to end either, but that would end this franchise. If this movie leaks online by some stupid fuckwit bloody executive sending out the files, because that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. This franchise dies.
Yeah. Yeah. But what franchise will end very, very shortly?
Fucking thank God.
I don't know. I enjoy these.
I don't know. We'll see.
This is popcorn
This is the bullshit.
filmmaking to the max. This is the junk food, the Cahibas, the Monte Carlos. So Fast and Furious, baby. So Fast and Furious is set to end with Fast and Furious 11.
Yeah.
It's weird that they're going with the 11 as the end.
Well, it's the power number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's also the double, so they can go from 1 to 1 and kind of have that. Yeah.
Life quarter mile at a time.
No.
So Justin Lin is going to direct both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's currently directing this one.
Yeah.
This 9?
Mm-hmm.
7, 8,
9?
9.
9.
Yeah, because 9's in the
9.
can.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's coming back for a further 2 sequels. Wow.
I know. I like Justin Lin on this, though.
I like Justin Lin on this too. I
Yeah.
think what's his face's style was good as well. James Wan for his one that he did. But Justin Lin gets the characters. He understands it. He knows how to shoot them. Yeah, his action is quite good for this as well.
Yeah. Like, I like how Justin Lin's approach is more practical than just CG.
Yeah.
There is CG in there. It's very CG heavy, but like a lot of the shit, like the safe pulling down the street in Fast and Furious 5 was practical.
Yeah. I mean, the cars that they dropped out of the sky.
Yeah.
That's all real.
In
7?
That was Juan's one.
That was 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always love the shot in 5 when they drive off the cliff and they're hanging on the car.
That, yeah. 5 was the best one for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Followed by Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hate that.
I don't know. My number 1 is Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm fucking with you.
I'd buy that for a
Wait. That was the wrong one.
Fuck you, asshole.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Don't Breathe 2. Sony actually set a release date for it. So after we knew nothing about it, then Stephen Lang's like, I just shot Don't Breathe 2. We're getting a release date from Sony. So August 13th, 2021. So August is getting packed next year.
Oh, man.
Don't Breathe 2 is coming out. So this is the horror programming in time for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also getting Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's happening in June 1st.
2021.
I think Don't Breathe is perfect because they haven't released any promotional material.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, to be honest, I kind of forgot about it.
As did I.
So yeah, what's happening there next year.
See what he does with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We
All
also oh, sorry, did you want to
No,
take
you
this?
go.
Thank you. So Quibi is shutting down after 6 months. So this was all due
Sad
to
news, man.
very. There was some material on Quibi that I was looking forward to,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there was a lot of lack of interest in regards to this, and they were only working for a mobile-only sort of application rather than moving to television-based apps.
Yeah.
So that kind of fucked them over too.
Yeah, Katzenberg was out there shopping the shit around. He couldn't get many investors as well. Australia invested like 50 million in the service.
Jesus.
And there was other companies as well around the world that also did the same. The viewership was 500,000 or under. So it was very low compared to other streaming services out there. December 1st, Quibi shuts its doors.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad because Katzenberg is smart. He's very, very smart, but this just wasn't the one. Very much like YouTube Red, where they were trying to get people to watch their shows that they were doing exclusively for YouTube.
Yeah.
And that also shut.
Yeah.
So they have no idea where the content is going to go after. Because Quibi was very different because they actually didn't pay for any of the content to own it.
Yeah.
The creators, the content creators actually own those films or those shows or whatever.
Yeah.
So what they do with it is their business now, and it'll probably find a home on either YouTube or on Netflix.
Yeah.
I reckon that's the two options.
That's your two options, right? So that's where you'll get more exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really didn't. This was never on my, like, actually getting Quibi and sitting down and watching all the shit was never ever on my radar.
Yeah.
Like, and with the the virus and everything coming through, like that, the switch from mobile exclusive to TV app should have happened instantaneously. Straight away. You had billions of people in their home that you could have serviced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
But
and also with the pandemic, the cutting out of travel as well, especially in Australia. I would watch mostly on my phone. Now I'm watching at home.
That's it.
Sigourney Weaver was bragging about holding her breath for 6 minutes because that's what it's going to take, motherfucker. Where she was talking about her underwater training for Avatar 2.
She's just trying to beat the cruise. You know I'm going to beat that whale.
Pause. Sigourney Weaver, she was talking about that they actually needed to do like the breathing techniques and shit like that to kind of get the look and feel of being underwater right for the photography and for Avatar 2.
It's fucking wild, some of the stuff that they're talking about though.
Yeah.
So like instead of pursing your mouth closed, you need to have it open underwater, which is fucking weird at the same time. And then the whole no breathing and bubbles and
but she said they would get like the diver assists from the trained divers on the bottom of the pool that were there to then jettison them up to get air,
which is weird because like in the abyss they had just guys swimming around with tanks and just okay, here you go, take a hit. But I mean, after fucking Ed Harris nearly drowns, if you have a respirator upside down, it doesn't work properly. So you end up breathing in water. Yeah. And the guy gave it to him wrong.
Fuck.
And he took a big hit of fucking Watch those Abyss documentaries, my guys.
I did the Abyss.
Exactly. But this is exciting, man. Yeah. I like the fact that you have the actual actors in the water. Yeah. They could have easily just said, fuck it, we're not using actors. You guys do the voiceover. We'll get stunt people down there to do it.
Or do the Lord of the Rings, the wind effect, and they do the dry for wet. Yeah, same. Yeah. That throws me off a little bit. But she was saying that like she also did it because she wasn't going to say, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
So mad respect to Weaver there.
Big time. Yeah. Man. 71 years old and still doing this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking smoking it. Pause.
When's Ripley going to come back up? You know what I mean? Doing 6-minute underwater breathing techniques at 71. Ripley got to show up now.
Yeah. I'd like to see what Ripley's doing now.
Same. I
mean, it's been nearly 20, 30 years since
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
I would love
maybe
20 years?
15 years.
Yeah.
Nearly 20 years. Yeah. Since Alien Resurrection.
What was Resurrection 01, 02?
I thought it was like 04, 05, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I say wrong shit all the time.
But yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool to see what they're doing. Because they were worried about that ship sort of crash landing on Earth.
And in the director's cut, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Earth. What a shithole.
Yeah.
97.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. 23 years.
23 years, man.
Mm-hmm. Simon Kinberg's coming back in the fray. Universal Pictures is actually employing this guy who, in my opinion, completely fucked Dark Phoenix, which was a very promising twice fucked the Dark Phoenix storyline.
Twice fucked.
But Universal's going to employ him to come and write and direct the Battlestar Galactica movie, which I don't know. It just feels problematic.
It's not on my radar at all.
No, as soon as Kinberg's kind of attached, I kind of, my brain just checks out.
Yeah.
Like I lose interest completely.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything? Do you guys watch Battlestar Galactica?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It was never. I was a Star Wars man.
Yeah.
But there's probably people out there that kind of watch it all. You know what I mean? Star Trek, Battlestar, Star Wars. And like, I don't know. There must be something in Battlestar Galactica that people like respond to.
I swear there was like a big fucking thing when they brought out Battlestar Galactica again. Like there was a big hubbub about it. Like they were like, ooh, TV show, big budget, big graphical effects.
Yeah.
But then it just never caught my eye. Like I remember, I'm pretty sure we sat down for an episode back when it was on TV. I think it was like Channel 9, late night. And it just wasn't captivated at all.
Maybe people should just let us know why we should be watching Battlestar.
Yeah. Tell us.
Battlestar My Galactica, please.
Who taking us out there? What do we got? What do we got?
So we had reports of my man's Ewan McGregor on the set for The Mandalorian.
You say Ewan or Ewan?
I say Ewan.
Why don't we just call him the Owen McGregor?
The honorary Owen McGregor here.
But yeah, he chucked back on the Jedi Master robes for the Obi-Wan, just doing photo testing. I forgot what it's called. Screen testing. That's the one. For the robies there.
Yeah.
Fucking exciting shit, man. I'm hanging for this show.
The Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that sort of threw me off was the reports of a possibility of a young Luke and Leia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of don't want to see him, but no, shit was real fucking exciting.
I actually wouldn't mind, to be honest. I wouldn't mind to see how he protected Luke from afar. Like, to me, that's like the mental game that Obi-Wan would have to kind of go through.
He wasn't that far though, because Luke knows of him. It must be old Ben Kenobi. I wonder if he's referring to old Ben Kenobi, who lives out in so and so.
But he was more in the shadows and shit.
Yeah, he knows of him. So he's had run-ins with Qui-Gon before.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan, sorry.
Yeah. But this is on the Mandalorian set, season 2.
That's the other thing. Like, he's going to shoot some stuff there. He wouldn't just come through to do a camera test in full wardrobe, mind you, just to be there. I think at the end of the Mando, we're going to get Qui-Gon.
I was just about to say.
Why do I keep saying Qui-Gon?
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I think he's in the show.
Yeah.
He's in the Mandalorian.
Yeah. I think he will go to Tatooine. I think he'll find, he's going to have to find where his people came from.
Is that also the Bobolink?
Well, in that the one of the trailers that we got, he says that he needs to find the other Mandalorians.
Yeah. Because they're going to sort of help him to find the home planet of Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
Because this is after Return of the Jedi as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see, because he's trying to find the Jedi, all that shit. Fucking Force Ghost. He's ghosting it.
But Qui-Gon might be in the Obi-Wan show as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the end of episode 3, he says, you hear Yoda say that your old master has found a way to live forever. And use the Force to speak from the grave
with him.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that we get to see Qui-Gon
Ghost
Qui-Gon.
I hope so,
because he would have to train. He'd have to train Yoda for one, and he'd have to train Obi-Wan, so they could actually do it.
Yeah,
and then in turn, all that knowledge will. Yeah,
it's fun. It's funny because Liam Neeson actually just had an interview. Yeah, and Liam Neeson was like, "No, they haven't contacted me at all." Star Wars, is that still a thing? Like, the last one I heard about was Solo, and that didn't do too well. I was like, "Whoa,
fuck you, Neeson!" You know, you know he's in there. Then, if he's talking shit, he's in there.
Probably did that big gruff lion laugh.
Vanity.
And that is a wrap on all the news that we have for the week.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to move into what you watch there, fellas.
So we all watched Borat and the season finale of Lovecraft.
What do you think about Borat?
It was good. Not as good as the first one, but it was still fucking wild and funny.
I don't know. I never went back to the first Borat.
I watched that first Borat twice at the movies, my guys.
See, I find
it fucking hilarious.
I find these movies so uncomfortable to watch. I don't know what it is. Like, my anxiety feels like it's just peaks when I like especially like the fertility dance that they did in this
That
one.
was bad,
it was
man.
wild, man.
The fucking moon blood, when he said moon blood, fucking destroyed me.
It was nuts. It would have just been so uncomfortable when he's doing the workouts with that fucking strap. That killed me. And it's just like wagging.
Guys are just like,
I don't know. They're trying not to look,
they
man.
just didn't say a word.
Oh man. And the Rudy Giuliani interview at the end was crazy. With some smart editing, they make it look really problematic.
Yeah.
It was nuts. I actually really enjoyed it, especially for the heart that it kind of showed.
Yeah.
Like it was actually an emotional movie, but did not touch on Black Lives Matter.
No.
I thought it would have like pushed it.
Yeah.
Because in the first Borat, he gets into that racial bag a bit more. So I thought maybe he would have, except for when he asked that chick if she can be his black wife. It was rough.
Maybe after Bruno, he kind of steered away.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's worth checking out. Check it out. It's on Amazon Prime now.
Amazon Prime.
If you haven't watched it already. And what was on HBO Max with full subtitles, binge, if you're listening, binge.
Fuck you.
Was Lovecraft season finale.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Sorry, Lovecraft Country season finale.
Yeah.
This ended fucking good, man.
Really, really well.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they were going to kind of wrap it up, but they got it all in there.
Yeah.
And I really, really liked the performances were top notch. Michael K. Williams fucking came through and slayed this. I loved the letter that Atticus wrote.
Oh man.
There was so many really, really good moments in this.
Broke me. The letter broke me.
Yeah. It was crazy. Now you have the freedom to be the father that you want to be. God damn. And the car ride. That was such a good moment.
Yeah. Oh man.
Life could be a dream.
Yeah.
Fuck, was mad.
That was so cool, man.
Yeah. I like after the journey, like that 10 episodes, like you kind of felt everything that happened in this season finale.
There was no strings left. Really.
No.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
Like they really tried to tie everything up, which was so good. Because usually it's like, ooh, cliffhanger this, cliffhanger that. Like, yeah. This was just,
I even like forwarded the credits.
So did I.
To see if there was like a little bit of like a hand coming out or some shit.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. But I really hope for a second season.
Oh man.
Yeah. I love that D has the arm now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But if there isn't a second season, I'm still happy.
Yeah. I'm
where
really
it sort of finishes off.
Yeah.
I'm content.
All right. I'm gonna go into mines.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched John Bronco. I didn't say last week, but I watched it on the day it was released, and this shit was hilarious. Have you guys watched it?
No, yeah.
It's like a 40-minute mockumentary with Walton Goggins and a few other people, kind of detailing the life of John Bronco and his rise to stardom and eventual disappearance. And fucking Walton Goggins kills this role. He was so good. I'm ready to watch anything he's in.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Ready or Not, An American Pickle, Pan's Labyrinth, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, the Poltergeist remake from 2015, the Mortuary Collection on Shudder, and the Witches remake.
I also watched the Witches remake.
Thoughts on the Witches remake?
It was all right. Like it seemed a bit. The pacing was just funny in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just felt a bit.
It felt
like they were ticking boxes.
Yeah. Well, I actually felt the original had better pacing.
Oh yeah.
And the look and feel of it in the original was a lot more fantastical, which I think was fitting with the tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas this was a lot more magical, I thought.
Yeah.
But they tried some new things. It looked like it should have been in a streaming service.
It
I
looked
don't
like it
believe.
needed a couple of more months.
Yeah, I don't believe that this was ever going to the cinemas.
No.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
it kind of just felt like a streaming service movie, but that's just me.
Yeah. I watched 300, They Live, Mimic, the director's cut, The Mist.
Nice.
Yeah. Star Wars 3 and obviously The Witches.
You said last week, fuck, I don't want, I always feel like episode 3 is just slows me down. I don't feel
Yeah.
like watching it. What was your take watching it this week?
Same thing again. It took a while for me to get into it.
Okay.
Same thing. As soon as they finish the mission at the start,
Yeah.
where they go get Palpatine, like it's a crawl for me.
Yeah. And it's the love story that breaks it for me. And that's a 40-minute start bit.
Yeah, and the dialogue in those scenes is fucking terrible.
They're so bad. They're like soap opera bad.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
So your love is blinding you?
I know.
They're like, bullshit.
I know.
No one ever talks
People
like
don't
this.
talk like that.
Even a long, long time ago. What about you there, BD?
It was just, Hunter x Hunter. Nearly done with that. I think I've got like 9 more episodes.
Damn.
I went from episode 101 to 137 now. And Mimic.
Nice. Getting it in. All right. That is you actually, before we wrap it up, you were saying with Hunter x Hunter that you experienced emotions there.
Yeah. What do you call it? It was a bit of a fucking sad week with all the emotions going through. But no, it was just, it was really big. Like there was a lot of loose ends that I guess got tied up coming to the end of this season. Spoilers for anyone, but the arc is called the Chimera Ant arc. Tasty Pop. And essentially what had happened was that Chimera ants steal humans and the humans become ants. And these ants try to take over the world, but fucking it came to a point where this little girl gets killed and turned into an ant, but then they start to remember their human side.
Yeah.
And she finds her mother again and all that shit. And the king of the ants realizes his humanity and shit like that. It was crazy emotional, and I wept real man tears.
I respect it. I respect all man tears.
Mm-hmm. And manties.
And manatees.
Panties.
All right. That is a wrap. Now we're
That's
officially
it.
wrapped up. I will see you gentlemen next Saturday. I'm getting fuck hungry, so I'm dying to eat that cornbread that
Yeah.
Master Chef here made.
Cornbread muffs.
And we will see you next week. But before we do, follow us up on IG and Facebook at Smoke and Mirrors Podcast. You can also reach us on Twitter at Smoke and Mirrors Oz, and on YouTube, where we're hitting you up with clips every day of the week, put together by our beautiful and extremely talented editor, Julia. And that is at Logo Smith Media.
That's it.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
We will see you next week, bright and early, or whenever the fuck we get in.
Yeah.
But yeah, take care of yourself, love movies, and we shall see you next week.
Yep. Wash your ass.